Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am coming to you with an updated Louis Vuitton Travel Collection video. I've received a lot of requests to do this, and I have probably about 6 things I would say in my Louis Vuitton collection, which is most of my collection at this point, that I use for travel. And as many of you I'm sure know, Louis Vuitton is a company that was established many years ago in travel, and one of the first things I remember ever wanting is the first piece that I am going to show you, which is the largest of my travel pieces. So I'm going to work my way from the largest piece to down to the smallest piece and tell you a little bit about each one and how I like to use them. So starting off with my largest piece, this is my Louis Vuitton Keepall 45 with the bandolier strap, and this is the piece that I had seen over the years so many people kind of traveling with, and I just always love the look of like a duffel bag when you are just traveling by car, traveling for like long weekends away, and I always thought that it was fabulous and something that I really wanted to one day add into my life, and I'm so thrilled to have it. The 45, I believe, is the smallest size you can get with the bandolier strap, and I initially did not want to get the bandolier strap. I wanted it, I liked the look of it without these little side strips here of leather, but I was told by many people to actually get it with the strap, or else I would regret it because the bag does get quite heavy when you fill it up, and they were absolutely correct. And the 45 size for me, being that I'm only 5'3", is actually a pretty perfect size. Basically, I use it on my shoulder when I'm carrying it, but I also sometimes will have it on my shoulder and am holding the handles because it does, like I said, get very heavy. I tend to use this bag mainly for trips where it's like a long weekend situation, or if I am going away for a week somewhere, maybe by car, that I am packing like a capsule wardrobe, maybe like 10 pieces or something like that. You could definitely fit that in here. It's a really beautiful piece. I see a lot of people carrying these through the airport. I've only done that a couple of times. I really prefer to use another bag that I'm going to talk about for as kind of my second carry-on piece. But yeah, this is the piece that I use primarily, and I do have the luggage tag on here with my initials, hot stamped with my initials. And yeah, the bag, like I said, fits a ton. I have it stuffed currently with a Samorga organizer, which I'll show you, in the brown color, just to kind of match the inside. And I always keep the dust bags inside my bags so that I don't lose them. And then the bag is just one big hole. If I could have any sort of, I guess, con of this bag, it would be that I would love to have another compartment in here just to put things that you don't want to kind of get lost, because it is one big giant bag. Anyone who's owned the Speedy handbag in just about any size knows that it is like a big black hole and your stuff can kind of go everywhere. I primarily use this bag for clothes, and I'll take another bag, a tote bag, with me for all of my toiletries, but you could definitely get a long weekend's worth of clothing and toiletries into this bag, but it just makes it easier because little items I find hard to kind of they can shift around and things inside such a large bag. But it's really flexible. You know, you can put a lot in here, more than you think, because when you kind of fold up or roll up your clothes, you can get a lot into this bag. And this is, like I said, the smallest size of the bandoliers. And then the keys for the lock I have just inside the bag. I've never locked it. I think it's just kind of nice to have the little lock on the bag. It's a nice little detail. But yeah, it's a really cute bag, one that I use quite a bit for travel, since we do a lot of travel by car these days, especially in Florida when we are just visiting like friends and family who live around the state, on the other side of the state, things like that. And I just love having this bag in my collection. And I love the patina that I'm getting on this bag. It has been very even, and I don't really have much staining or anything like that. The handles look great. I've had this piece probably about 8 years now, I would say, and I just absolutely love it. So yeah, it's come on many a trip with me. It has been out of the country, and I just love this bag. My next Louis Vuitton travel piece is my Neverfull in the GM size. And I specifically bought this size of the Neverfull for travel, I had the MM and decided I wanted one that I would exclusively use for like travel and to have a bag with me, especially on trips when we were going to like a island location or somewhere where I'd be going to the pool and the beach, and I wanted to just pack a bunch of things to take with me. This bag is perfect for all of that. And how I primarily use this bag is when I'm carrying my Keepall 45 for either a long weekend or even a week away for like a trip by car. This will be my second bag that I take all of my toiletries, my hair dryer, and all my, other little belongings that I want to avoid getting lost in my larger bag. And then once I get to my destination and I put all my things out, then I can use it as a bag that I'm using like a tote. And I use it the same way when I go through an airport. I'm going to a further destination. This is my second sort of carry-on piece that I will just, if I have a handbag or something, I'll stuff that inside too. So I only have my two carry-ons, and it is quite large on me as an everyday bag, but I think it's kind of perfect for travel because you really can get a ton into this bag. And I do have a hot stamp on here as well. This was a gift from my friend Lillian at Louis Vuitton in Charlotte. And I also have a little tag from Coconut Bay. That's the resort we stayed at in St. Lucia. And then I will show you the inside of the bag. The bag has actually stayed very clean over the years considering how much this has been used. I have another Samorga organizer in here, this one in the beige color, and there is my dust bag. And here's what the inside looks like. This is the newer model, but I did end up selling, and I'm kind of regretting now that I did sell the little pouch that comes inside this, which is great to just kind of store your passport or any kind of travel travel accessories and things that you want to bring with you. But this bag does have a really nice zipper pocket inside, which I love to use for those things. So yeah, other than that, it's just one big hole. Again, with the little D-ring here that you could attach any type of accessory, Louis Vuitton accessory or otherwise too. And yeah, it's a really great bag, a perfect size tote for travel because it is quite large. It can hold a lot. And I love the flexibility of it and yet the durability of it. And I wanted to mention that the canvas on the Louis Vuitton bags, even though I know it has gotten thinner over the years, it is still quite sturdy and super durable. And I know there are a lot of other kind of luxury bags out there that resemble the Neverfull, but I never find that the canvas bags anyway are the same quality and hold up the same way. When I've seen ones that are even like 5 or 6 years old, they tend to start cracking and having issues, and this has just been amazing. I've had this for even, I think, longer than, I can't remember if I got this before or after my Keepall, but let's say 7 or 8 years, and it's been with me on literally every trip I've taken. And the straps have softened up quite a bit, which I like. And I will say the straps are quite comfortable, considering the fact that this bag can get so heavy with all the stuff that you put in it. And I do, when I travel with a rolling kind of suitcase, I will stick this on top and put my straps kind of over the handle so it doesn't go anywhere. Sometimes it will slide around depending on how stuffed it is and how secure that is, but it does make it a lot easier to get around the airport, since my husband and I are travelers who have tried to stick to carry-ons only, at least for the last like 10 years. That's what we've been doing no matter where we've gone, and so far so good, especially since learning how to do capsule wardrobes and re-wearing things and, just trying not to overpack. So yeah, really love this bag, and definitely another really great investment from Louis Vuitton. And I also wanted to mention, before getting that Neverfull, I had a Neverfull MM. This is not the same one, but this is one that I ended up repurchasing or purchasing after I had sold my MM years ago and moved to Florida, decided I wanted one in the MM size, kind of for going to the pool and going to the beach and just to use as an everyday tote. And I ended up finding this one for a really great price, secondhand, and this is the original style with the fleur-de-lis kind of print on the inside and the old kind of Louis Vuitton script. I love this one. And this one is actually also really great for travel, and it stays much more securely on top of your rolling luggage if you are using it that way, just because it is a lot smaller. So the base of it is very similar to like the width of the rolling suitcase. But yeah, I love this bag. And in here, I also have another Smorga organizer. I think this one is from my Speedy 30, but for anyone who has a Speedy 30 and a Neverfull MM, you can kind of interchange the Smorga organizer if you get the one for the Speedy 30. I've got the dust bag inside there, and this one, as you can see, is in amazing condition as well. It still has that huge zipper pocket that can hold so much, really great for travel. And this one is also just really good for travel if you're not taking that much. If I'm going for like maybe a long weekend and I'm not taking that much with me, especially summer trips, because clothing is lighter and I just don't tend to take as much with me. These are kind of great bags to take as a second bag, but because I'm going by car, I always tend to take my GM just because I have the room for it. And yeah, this one primarily gets used now as more of an everyday bag, but if the GM is not your thing, this is a really cute bag and looks a lot better on me as just like a day-to-day handbag. So that is the Louis Vuitton Neverfull in the MM size. My next travel piece from Louis Vuitton is another one of my favorite Louis Vuitton pieces in my collection, one of my favorite luxury pieces in my collection. This is the Nice BB, and this one is probably about 7 years old at this point and in amazing condition. The patina is just absolutely beautiful on this bag. And this is something I have just admired since the way wig-on days of women traveling with their beauty cases, their large beauty cases of, every product they could ever need, including like curlers, rollers, whatever, what have you. But yeah, this is just perfect size for a longer trip, and sometimes I will even take it on a short trip if I'm just going in the car because I can. But this holds pretty much everything I could possibly need for like a month away if I wanted it to. But here's what it looks like. I have it stuffed with a Smorga organizer. I'm just going to take a few things off the top here. I've got a razor. I've got to refill this. This is my little Q-tips, my toothbrush. And now I should be able to take this out. And I'll try to show you everything I have in here. Yeah, so the Smorga pulls out. And having that Smorga in there, I will say that it has kept this really clean on the inside. This bag features a nice sized pocket, slip pocket in the back. 2 other small slip pockets in the front, and then in the way back on the top here, I'm not going to open it because it's like really stuffed with things, but I've just got a bunch of like wet wipes and tissues and miscellaneous. Sometimes I will put my medications and things like that in here, but that is what it looks like. And if you were to take, I'm actually going to do it right now. I'm going to take my toothbrush. I'm going to fill it up without the Smorga so you can see the difference of how much this can hold if you don't use an organizer. Now, granted, everything's just going to be stuffed in here, but you'll see it holds a ton of stuff. So just my razor. I have some hairspray. I have a shampoo and conditioner. I have, well, actually 2 shampoos, sorry, and 2 conditioners. I don't know why I did that. I think I was a little crazy. I've got my dirty beauty blender that needs to be cleaned, and along with a little beauty blender cleaner thing, beauty blender soap. I've got a Dove deodorant. I don't know why I have 2 of everything, but I have a secret deodorant. I've got a La Mer skincare, or I think that's a lotion. I've got a Nori. I need to purchase the full size of this because I got this as a gift, I think from Sephora. Maybe it wasn't Sephora, I'm not even sure, but it's just a foaming cleanser that smells like amazing, and I definitely want to get myself a full size of that at some point. I have my Super Goop SPF 50. This is for the body. Then I've got some Super Goops, the glow screen and the unseen sunscreen for the face. I've got a perfume in here in a Scentbird, old Scentbird. I used to have a subscription to Scentbird with my errand. This is hibiscus palm, which I took with me on my trip, and you can see how much I used. This was brand new. We took this with us on our last trip to St. Lucia, and forever it will remind me now of St. Lucia. I've got a Necessaire body lotion. I've got my frizz control spray from Moroccan Oil, and I've just got a little hair bobble on there. I've got also just a smaller size of the actual Moroccan Oil. And then what else is in here? Gosh, I do have a lot of stuff in here. I have a few other products from La Mer. I always like to use all of my little samples when I travel. I've got the cream, the lotion, and then a little eye cream. And then I have a little pill case with some pain relievers just in case. I have some floss. I have a tiny little nail file, and I think that is it. A couple of samples of things. I've got a also Nuori Gentle Glow Tonic and a Barber Sturm enzyme cleanser. Sometimes I just throw things in there just to try them when I am on vacation. And then I have a few other nail files and nail accessories. So that is what it's looking like now. So you can't really tell, but you could still fit a lot more in there. And what's really nice is if you are using any type of like a small cosmetics case, like the Louis Vuitton PM cosmetics case, I'll just grab it so I can show you. Here is the PM Cosmetics case, and with everything that I just put in there, I can just stick that on the top and it will close easily and zip easily around it. So this thing carries a ton, and it has been such a great purchase, I would say, considering I forget what I bought this for, but I want to say it was around $700, and I know the prices have gone up since then, and I just have used it on every trip I've taken. I just love it so much, and definitely something that I think is a great luxury investment from Louis Vuitton. And if you don't need to travel with that many sort of toiletries and makeup products and things like that, I have two other cases that I purchased that I am obsessed with, and I use multiple different ways besides just for travel. But for travel, I have the GM cosmetics case, I think it's called, and the PM size cosmetics case. So the GM cosmetic case comes with a flat pocket in the back, and then a little flat pocket in the front, and another pocket that I think is made for like a lipstick or something. But I tend to, whenever I take this, put like tweezers or any kind of small thing that you don't want to kind of get lost in here. That is what I use that for. And when we went to St. Lucia, this is what I put all of my makeup in, and it held everything I needed for over a week, because we actually flew out of Miami. We had stayed one night in Miami on the way out, one night in Miami on the way back. And yeah, it was just amazing to have this with me on the trip, and it held all of my makeup brushes and all the makeup I needed. Now I did kind of downsize what I took with me in terms of makeup, and I thought I was going to actually use my PM cosmetics case, but then when I started adding more things at the last minute, I decided I'd be better off just taking the full size just in case, and I was very happy I did. So before I had my niece BB, I used to use this one as my toiletry case for travel and my PM cosmetics case for makeup, and I tried to be as, like I said, minimal as possible with what I was taking with me, because this does not hold that much, but it's got a little slip pocket in the back, which I just have a band-aid and some hair ties in there currently. But this is one that I really enjoy using as a cosmetics pouch inside my handbag. So if I'm taking a Neverfull, maybe I'm going to the pool, or maybe I'm just going out for the day and I want to take some cosmetics with me, this is a perfect size bag for that. It's a great little sort of catch-all for your handbags. And when I used to work in an office, I actually sometimes would take this one when I was maybe going out after work and I wanted to take more makeup or maybe hairspray and some things with me. I would take this little bag, but these are a really cute set. And I know Louis Vuitton does so many different style cosmetics cases. I wouldn't say these are probably maybe the best ones that are out now because of the dome shape, but I love the look of them with the dome shape. There's something about this. I've always had cosmetics pouches in this style. In fact, I have a few others. I think I got from Madewell that are similar in the look, but yeah, these are really cute and I just absolutely love them. My next Louis Vuitton travel piece, that's not really a travel piece, but it's something I end up taking with me every time I travel, is my Louis Vuitton Pochette NM, and I have it with the longer crossbody strap. You could certainly use it with the strap that it comes with, but I love to be hands-free when I'm traveling, and this is a bag that I talk about all the time because it's my most used handbag. It's the bag that I'm using right now. I've got it stuffed with a bunch of junk. And another item that I would say is just a great, not just great for travel, but great for all the time, is the little clay, which has all of my credit cards, my driver's license, my keys hanging off of it. But yeah, this is a great bag for travel. I took it with me to St. Lucia. Even if I'm taking another handbag, which sometimes I will take like a nicer going out handbag for like an evening bag type of situation, and I will put that into my suitcase and I will just use this for as I'm traveling. And it does hold the next item I'm going to show you, which is the last sort of true travel piece that I would definitely recommend from Louis Vuitton. And my last little travel piece from Louis Vuitton, which was a little bit of a splurge, but I think it is such a nice thing to have and such a nice thing to gift anyone who is maybe new to Louis Vuitton, or maybe a younger person who is just starting out, you know, traveling, and you want to get them a gift. This is a wonderful gift. This is a passport holder that doubles as a wallet when I travel. So I will put my license kind of in this pocket. I'll put some credit cards here. I usually can put my passport on one side and my husband's passport on the other side when we travel. And then if I have any cash and things, I can actually get them like behind the passports or anything like that for bills. But this is such a great little item. It fits really easily into my pochette and pretty much any handbag. And I just did not know how much I would love this when I got it, but I will sometimes, or not sometimes, I always, when I travel, will put a little pen in here as well when I fold it up, so that I have a pen for any kind of customs documents and things like that that I end up needing to fill out. And yeah, it's just a really great little piece to have, something that I think like it makes a really great gift for a traveler, and something that is definitely a worthwhile investment for not too much money from Louis Vuitton. So those are all of my travel essentials from Louis Vuitton. I have come to a point in my life where I am trying to not have so many handbags in my collection, especially my luxury handbag collection. So this is almost everything in my Louis Vuitton collection aside from my Speedy 30, which was my first ever luxury handbag. So that one is never going to go anywhere. But I really love these pieces. They have made my traveling life not only easier, but it just brings me so much happiness and joy to have these things, things that I never thought I would have in my life. I thought maybe if I had one, you know, Louis Vuitton travel piece, that would be enough. But as other Louis Vuitton lovers know, this is a brand that is a little bit addictive, and you can go down a big rabbit hole with wanting more and more things. I would love to one day have a rolling luggage piece, but that is something that I'd be kind of afraid to take on a plane. It would probably be more just for, you know, car travel, but it is something that I see more and more people using these days. I think people, after kind of COVID and the whole pandemic situation, so many more people are traveling now, and I hadn't traveled either, at least out of the country. And going through the airport, not only was it crazy, but I saw so many more people, maybe it was because of Miami too, but so many more people carrying Louis Vuitton rolling luggage, and it was just insane how many people don't seem to care about taking it on the plane. Whatever happens, happens. Use your things while you have them and live your life while it's here. And I think that was a big lesson learned. I have definitely not been saving my special things for special occasions. I've been using it all and loving it all and enjoying what I have and really appreciating what I have. So I thank you all for watching this video if you're still watching, and thank you for the request to do it. I'm always happy to talk about Louis Vuitton, one of my first luxury loves, and I will see you all soon in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.